Rome had conquered half the known world. Their war machine was considered unstoppable. From burning deserts to deep forests, they crushed everything in their path. But here, at the absolute edge of Britannia, the footsteps of the greatest empire on earth came to a dead stop. They didn't face a conventional army here. They faced something that terrified their own battle-hardened legionnaires. Emperor Hadrian didn't order his men to conquer the tribes in these woods. He ordered the construction of a 73-mile-long wall of solid stone because some enemies that you don't fight, you just try to keep them out. This wasn't a war of conquest, it was a fight for survival. Imagine standing on this wall. You are thousands of miles from the warm sun of Rome. It is freezing. The fog is so thick you can barely see the man standing next to you. And from the pitch-black forest below, you hear them. The Romans called them the Picts, the painted ones. They didn't march in neat formations. They didn't care about Roman military tactics. They were apex predators in their own environment. To them, the Roman soldiers weren't an invading army. They were prey. For our centurion, the real enemy wasn't just the spears in the dark. It was the psychological terror. Rome built its empire on open field battles where their heavy armor and discipline made them invincible. But here in the mud and the fog, that heavy iron was a death trap. They didn't blow horns, they didn't charge the gates. While the Romans stared into the trees, the Picts were already climbing the wet stone directly beneath their feet, using the darkness as their shield. It started with a whisper. A Roman sentry pulled silently into the fog. No scream, just the clatter of a dropped spear on the stone floor, and then the shadows themselves sprang to life. In the claustrophobic space of the wall's walkway, the Roman phalanx was useless. This was a street fight in the dark. It was brutal, close quarters combat against an enemy that fought with the ferocity from the point of view. Our centurion wasn't fighting for the glory of Rome anymore. He was fighting for his next breath. By dawn, the attack was repelled. The Picts vanished back into the mist just as quickly as they came, but the psychological damage was done. The wall held, but every Roman soldier who survived that night knew the terrifying truth. They weren't there to conquer Britannia. They were trapped on a 73-mile prison wall, acting as the only shield between civilization and the dark. History is written by the victors, but survival is written in blood. This is the Mythic War-Room. Hit subscribe and prepare for the next battle.